This week you're going to want to stick around because we're not only here with the owner of the distillery, but
we are also with their national brand ambassador.
Stay tuned. Hey, welcome to this week's edition of What's New at Charlie's. Wait, do we have a special treat for you this week? Not only do we have two great bourbons, we have two great guys with us. My good friend, Francesco Viola, the owner of Luca Mariano Distilling, and Don, my good friend Don Williams.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's not very often that we have an NFL legend, too. We have Antonio Freeman with us, and this is going to be a special video.
Absolutely. So, Antonio is the national brand ambassador for the Luca Mariano brand, and they've come out with a bottle to honor him called Ambassador 86.
So Antonio and I, we're at the distillery
Uh-huh.
all the time. We're down there in Danville, Kentucky, and why go to a bar where you got a whole rick house full of bourbon?
Perfect.
So we go in there and we bring down random barrels and we pop the bung hole and we just start drinking. And he fell in love with a handful of barrels, and we said, hey, let's create a brand around you, and we call it Luca Mariano Ambassador 86.
So the barrels were aged like 8 years and 6 days, right?
8 years, 6 days. Actually,
So-
the one that you have is 6 months, but we didn't. The labels.
Oh, 8 years and 6 months.
This
I got you.
This one is.
Oh,
The
okay.
first batches were 6 days, but these bottles here.
Gotcha.
It's
So that was an homage to the number 86 that you wore
That's
in the
right.
NFL, right? Yeah, absolutely, dude. Yeah, yeah. You were a legend, dude, and you screwed us over here in Detroit a few times, I think. So, but hey, we're happy to have you here, buddy.
Hey, the wounds
No
are
matter
still
what.
fresh.
Yeah, the wounds are still fresh. That's right. Maybe too soon. Too soon. So anyway, and then we also have your signature bourbon, which you come out with every year, right, for your birthday.
That's correct.
Which
So-
happy birthday! We just missed it. It just passed
that's
us.
right.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah, no, my birthday is January 17th, which just so happens to be the first day of Prohibition back in 1920.
Wow,
So we're
that worked out well.
It did. It's
Yeah,
kind of
absolutely.
divine intervention,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So
You're
we're-
kind of destined for this, I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
yeah. That's what we were thinking.
Yeah.
So we decided let's come out with my signature and just have a special release for every year until 2033 when it ends.
So how many years is this now?
This would be 5.
5 years. That's what I
5
thought.
years.
And we've had all 5 years.
You have.
Yes.
You
So
guys have.
it has been it's been cool to watch it transform year after year after year because it's the same batch, correct?
This
it
is
just
the
gets
same.
older.
Yeah, the batch that we're releasing is the same batch from 2015.
Wow.
And
yeah.
so we started when it was like almost 5 years, I guess.
Yeah.
So almost 5 years and almost 6. So it was a 4, 5, 6, 7. Now it's an 8-year product.
Wow.
So we're gonna stop at 10. I think
Okay.
at 10, and then that's when we'll keep it.
go from
around
there.
10.
Okay.
So one of the things that I noticed, Antonio, when I was prepping for this is you have a little bit of an honor that you had a great career. But one of the things I was really impressed with is ESPN named your play greatest play in Monday Night Football history. That is pretty amazing.
That's pretty cool, dude.
There's a lot of years of Monday Night Football.
You're really classing this joint up, man, because we don't usually have talent like this. It's usually just me and Don, and we've never set a record in anything. So, cheers, man.
Cheers.
Well, that was quite an honor. I mean, just to even be thought of as ESPN
Yeah.
tops, And I was a kid watching Monday Night Football as well, so you're right. Generations and generations of Monday Night Football.
Just an amazing stat as far as I'm concerned.
Yes. Yeah. This is fantastic.
So
dude.
he
yeah.
did a great job. So
Yeah.
he picked a product that's high rye. So it's right on the border of being a rye and a bourbon, but it's
You
on the
get a little
bourbon
spice
side.
on it, sure.
So
Yeah.
it's very close to being a rye, but it's just over 51% corn.
Yeah.
And then the balance is rye.
Perfect.
So
man.
he picked it out, and what we do when we're at the distillery is we have a barbecue grill outside.
Yeah.
We grill. We have lots of wood because we're doing lots of construction. So
There's always something to burn, huh?
we have a bonfire. We cook, and then we go in the rick house and get a little crazy, start opening up different barrels, and
And the magic
we-
happens.
We should give you the picture of him hugging the barrels.
That's
He's
awesome.
hugging, he's like, this is mine.
If you
this is
can get us
mine."
that, we'll put it in the video. That would be awesome. But we do want to move it along just because we try to keep it to a thing. You got some
You know what's amazing about this?
What's that?
For a low corn bourbon,
Yeah.
it has that beautiful sweetness to it.
It does have a great sweetness to it.
Usually there would be a lot more corn in something this sweet, so this is really special.
This clicks all the boxes for me. Absolutely. Yeah.
Antonio's got a
Thank
good
you.
belly.
You did me good, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
You know I'm a fan. You know,
Yeah.
we go back. So like I've been a fan of your work from the very beginning. So I think you make incredible bourbons
Thank
and ryes and yeah, he made it easy on you. I'm guessing. So it wasn't too hard to find something good. So we're gonna move on to the signature now. I did want to real quick while we're passing this out mention you were just talking about the distillery. You've got quite a project going, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. So we have a 553 acre farm, and we're in year 2 or 3 of developing it.
Yeah.
So we have about 15 years of developing. So
I've been watching it build on Facebook, and you guys can too. And it's close, right? We're close.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it's nearly done. We're just testing things out and getting things ready. So it's a beautiful. It's in a beautiful spot in the heart of Kentucky.
I've been to the farm. It's amazing, dude. It's in Danville, Kentucky.
Danville,
Yeah.
Kentucky.
So soon you'll be able to go visiting there, but we're just not there yet. But let's give this a try. So like I said, we have tasted all 4 years up till now, and it's been a great watching the progression go year to year. So I'm really excited for this.
Thank
one,
you.
man. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. We say Centani, by the way.
Centani.
Centani means
Yeah.
to 100 years of good health.
Yes.
You know?
I was going
Yeah.
to say that, but I was afraid of mispronouncing.
That's the tough having an Italian name, Italian brand.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
everyone's got a different way of saying it, but that's kind of the fun of it too, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, before when I first got started, I like Scotch and I like bourbon. So, but with Scotch, you get some of that peat that I just don't like.
Yeah. Yeah.
It gets too peaty. So I want to make a clean version of that.
Mhm.
So it's 51% corn, so it makes it a bourbon.
Yeah.
But then the balance is smoked malted barley. But with my favorite wood, I like the smoked wood.
Yeah.
So.
So it's truly unique. Like there's nobody
There's
else.
nothing like this.
There's nothing else like this, and I've said that from the first time I tried one of these. That there's nobody else is doing what you're doing here.
Yeah,
And,
this has won all sorts of awards, double gold, and San Francisco. Everything. I'm not a big award guy because we're focused on working.
Sure.
But we will enter one award a year, and it's always one.
Nice. I can see why. Because and I've told numerous customers here at Charlie's, and we've talked about this many times, Don and I. This is like nothing else on the shelf up there, right?
Charlie, I'm going to remind you of the first time we reviewed one of Francesco's whiskeys.
Mm-hmm.
You can go back and look at that YouTube video, and what do we both say? Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
it has that kind of impact.
Yes. 100%. This is.
And you know why? What people don't realize is there's many components to making our product, but it starts with quality ingredients.
Yep.
Okay? But when you work with those ingredients, imagine making a pasta sauce in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of good,
Yeah.
but if you let it simmer all day, it's going to be amazing.
Yes.
So what we do is we run our stills much slower than everybody else, so you can get the flavor of the grains into the product.
Right. And you also, if I'm not mistaken, tell me if I'm wrong, toasted barrels, right?
Yeah, we toast, and
So
it's jar number 4.
That's
Yep.
that's an
That
added
gives-
expense. That's an added quality, and that's why the stuff's so good, man.
That too, and our rick house, the torta today style, which is the cake style.
Yeah.
And we,
It's
I got to
beautiful.
give props to where I learned it from, but I feel we took their idea and perfected it from Heaven Hill. Their
Yeah.
best product comes from those cake style rick
Yeah.
houses.
Yeah. The
And-
Deansville ones.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. And so we took that and we re-engineered it into our own style, and there's not a bad spot in the rick house, so we don't have to come up with any sort of flavored whiskeys.
Yes.
To throw
So
our,
the one thing I've always respected about you is you sat on it for 4 years and didn't make a dime. You just
right.
made whiskey and that's it. You didn't source anything. You didn't make peanut butter whiskey or anything like
that's
that.
right.
You just made good bourbon, and it sat, and it's just getting better and better. Because I can say this is fantastic, dude.
Thank
And this is, like I said, this is our 5th version that we've tried of this. So
Thank you.
it gets better every year. So
and it's amazing. It's great to have
I don't want to
Antonio
wish
on-
I don't want to
Oh,
wish you're
thank-
getting older faster, but I'm waiting for next year.
I know. Well, the crazy thing is when I started all this, I just hit like turned 30. I'm like 31, 32. And now I just had my 47th birthday.
You're right.
You know, I'm finally getting to enjoy what we made way back when.
And the funny part is you're still the new guy, right?
Journey.
Yes.
Yeah,
you're
I'm still the new guy, right?
Yeah, perfect.
Some of our greatest stuff is going to happen when I'm like 70,
Yeah.
80 years old. So
You know,
Okay, some of us will never see your greatest stuff, okay? All right, so
I was
we're
just
gonna
going to
stop
say
right
that.
there,
yes.
okay?
We're just going to let it go with that. Well, guys, thanks for being
thank
here,
you.
man. Really
Yeah.
appreciate you coming out, and it's been an honor and a privilege to get to try this with you. So,
Hey.
Don.
cheers, buddy.
Cheers, man.
Nope.
Gentani. Oh, Gentani, that's right.
Gentani.
Yes. I don't know how we're going to top this video, dude.
Thank
Cheers,
you,
guys.
everybody.